Hey everyone, welcome to Prosperous Life Finance, where I help you become a better trader and investor. So in this video, we're going to be looking at why I'm currently buying Microsoft stock. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So let's actually start by looking at some numbers for Microsoft. As you can see, they have a market capitalization of $1.48 trillion. They have a beta of 0.93, a PE ratio of 32.55, and an earnings per share of 6.0. As you can see here, they also have a dividend yield of 1.05%. As you can see here, we're looking at a 1-year chart. We do see how before the pandemic hit, it did have a massive tank just like every other stock. We see how quickly Microsoft has actually rebounded and actually gone up higher ever since then. And it's currently trading at $195.33 as of June 18th. So first, we're going to start off by looking at some fundamentals for Microsoft. So as you can see here, we are on their website and we are in the investor relations section. So going down here, this is their most recent earnings release, and we do start seeing how the Microsoft cloud strength drives the third quarter results. Now, one thing I want to note is that one of the main reasons why I'm actually an investor in Microsoft is due to its cloud services. This is due to the fact that cloud services is just a huge market overall worldwide, and I think Microsoft is one of the top companies when it comes to cloud services, aside from other giants such as Amazon. So as you can see here, these numbers are actually results for the quarter which ended on March 31st and are compared to the corresponding period of the last fiscal year. So the revenue was $35 billion and increased over 15%. The operating income was $13 billion and increased 25%. The net income was $10.8 billion and increased 22%. And the diluted earnings per share was $1.40 and increased over 23%. So as you guys know, we are currently going through a global pandemic. Now, the reason that Microsoft stands out is due to the fact that, as you can see here, pandemic had a minimal net impact on the total company revenue. Now, this is quite impressive as many large businesses worldwide were actually impacted by this global pandemic. So according to the CEO of Microsoft, we see how their business model has actually helped them throughout these hard times. And according to him, he says, we've seen 2 years worth of digital transformation in 2 months. From remote teamwork and learning to sales and customer service to critical infrastructure and security, we are working alongside customers every day to help them adapt and stay open for business in a world of remote everything. Now, the great thing about this is that he was able to build a durable business model, a diverse portfolio, and a differentiated technology stack position, which allowed them to stay ahead of the curve. Now, the great thing about this past quarter is that they did have a very great commercial cloud revenue, which generated $13.3 billion, which is up 39% year over year. So not only was cloud computing already increasing year over year, but this past global pandemic has actually demanded a higher revenue as many companies are actually working remotely all over the world. So this was actually a win-win situation for Microsoft. So according to the executive vice president and the CFO officer of Microsoft, they have said that they remain committed to balancing operational discipline with continued investments in key strategic areas to drive future growth. Now, as you can see on the investor relations section of the Microsoft website, going to the acquisition history, we do see how this is true as they have made over 4 new acquisitions throughout this year during the global pandemic. Now, these acquisitions have actually been multiple companies, and we can see the names here. We have Affirm Networks, Metaswitch Networks, SoftEmotive, and ADRM Software. Affirm Networks, we do see how this allowed them to actually start expanding into a global 5G ecosystem. As we can see here, 5G will actually allow new opportunities for businesses and society, which include autonomous vehicles, smart cities, virtual reality, and multiple other smart industry use cases and services. So as you guys know, 5G is going to play an important role in the evolution of technology, and there's also a great opportunity to also create new markets and expand their business. Their second acquisition, which was Metaswitch Network, is also a leading provider of virtualized network software and voice, data, and communication solutions for operators. So this is going to allow cloud infrastructure with the specialized software required to run virtualized communication functions, applications, and networks. Their next acquisition was actually SoftEmotive, which is going to allow them to expand their robotic process automation capabilities in the Microsoft Power Automate. So as you can see here, the acquisition consisted of acquiring SoftEmotive, which is a world-leading provider of robotic process automation with over 15 years of experience and the creator of Win Automation. So this is actually going to help Microsoft to bring the SoftEmotive desktop automation together with the existing Microsoft Power Automate capabilities, which is going to be at a uniquely affordable pricing and will enable everyone to create bots to automate manual business processes. Lastly, their most recent acquisition was ADRM Software, which is a leader in large-scale industry-specific data models. So as we can see, this shows how Microsoft has actually been investing in the power of data and artificial intelligence to continue to innovate, influence, and enhance customer service experience and partner growth. So as you can see, Microsoft is investing in data and AI, which are the foundations of modern technological innovation and will only get bigger as the years progress over time, as this will increase demand in many companies in the way they conduct their business on a worldwide network. So here we are on the NASDAQ website, and we're looking at their dividend history. As you can see, they have an annual dividend of $2.04, which is a yield of 1.05%. Now, one of the things that I like about Microsoft is due to the fact that they increase their dividend consistently year after year. So as you can see, the farther we go back into the Microsoft timeline, we do see how their dividends have actually been increasing year over year, which is actually a great sign. This shows that they can survive through many economic cycles and actually still put their investors ahead of them by distributing great dividends. So this is a great sign of a profitable and strong business due to the fact that they're still able to increase their dividends year after year, regardless of the current economy, and especially during this current global pandemic. So lastly, we're going to be looking at Microsoft stock from a technical analysis standpoint. So here on the screen, I have the TD Ameritrade Think or Swim trading platform, which is going to allow us to perform technical analysis with all these different indicators and candlesticks. So one thing to know, first of all, is that I plan to hold Microsoft for the long term. So when it comes to trading, this is mostly for day traders and swing traders, which have a short-term outlook on this stock. So we currently have the 1 year 1 day chart, and we can see here that this was right before the global pandemic hit, and it did start to sell off massively. Now we see how it has already recovered and has actually reached a new high recently this month, which was $198.52. So we can see that not only has it recovered in a very quick time span, but it has actually surpassed its previous high before the pandemic. So as we look at some indicators, this blue line right here is the 9-day exponential moving average, which is showing us an uptrend and is actually being used as a dynamic support level, as it does test it multiple times and keeps on going higher. This green line here is the 180-day simple moving average, which gives us the overall trend and direction of the stock, and as you can see, it is still going upward. Looking at the RSI, we do see how it was trading near overvalued territory not so long ago, and now we do see how it started to come down from that overvalued indicator. The MACD is still actually expanding, which is a good sign as the Microsoft stock keeps going up. And in case you guys are wondering how every single one of these indicator works that you see on the screen, I do have multiple tutorials on my YouTube channel which shows you how to use these indicators whenever you are trading. These indicators help you with your entry and exit strategies and are very good to make consistently profitable trades. Check out my other videos if you guys would be interested in learning how these technical indicators work. So that was a look at Microsoft stock from both a fundamental and a technical standpoint. Once again, this is a long-term investment for me, as I am very optimistic on the future outlook of Microsoft. Through their expanding services such as cloud computing, I do think that Microsoft has so much potential and is still in its early phases, as cloud computing and other services such as artificial intelligence are quickly on the rise. So I hope you guys were able to receive some very valuable knowledge in this video, and if you did, go ahead and drop a like, as that helps out my channel. Also, if you guys would like to see more videos similar to these, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel, as I do upload very often on all sorts of investing and trading videos. So thank you guys for watching. God bless you all, and I will see you all in the next video.